Welcome to Shot O'Clock Podcast, episode 64. I am Reese Boogie.
He Woods in the building, baby.
Rob from the neighborhood.
It's Everfresh, formerly known as Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Yeah.
It's your boy, Mr. Las Vegas, Mr. 3.5. Let's get to it.
Hey, I always like to start off by thanking everybody that follow us, that subscribe to our YouTube channel, that comment, that like, that share. You know what I'm saying? That's been a blessing to our podcast. Y'all been helping us grow, so we really appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all continue to do it, man. Make sure y'all continue to like. Make sure y'all continue to tell a friend to tell a friend. This is episode 64. Let's get started, guys. Hey, I want to start out by saying this is the last, what today is, the 3rd, 29th?
29.
This is like almost the end of May. This was Mental Health Month.
Mm-hmm.
We never tapped into mental health. Before we get started, it's going to be real quick, man. I just want to check y'all temperature, man. Where y'all at from a scale of 1 to 10, mental health-wise? If y'all got any advice for the people that's probably going through little mental health issues, y'all can get at, and we can move on. What y'all got? You can start raw. We can move around.
All right, yeah, man. Mental health, you know what I'm saying? I feel like everything's good right now. Everything's going smooth, you know. But if something's not going smooth for you, always just open up and talk to it. You know, a conversation can change anything. So just, and when you do open up about a conversation, have a conversation with a friend, you know, just be willing to accept their help.
Yeah, man, I'm not running a fever right now, so that's I'm definitely blessed for that. You know, I'm cool, I'm good, family good, I'm blessed. But advice would be, like kind of what Rob was saying, man, don't be afraid to talk about it. You know, don't be afraid to kind of process this on your own. Don't be afraid of having a journal as an adult. You know, so write that shit down, talk to somebody, family member, license. You know, God, you know, talk to somebody, get it out of you, because if it stay in you and build up, it's gonna boil over, and that shit could burn everything down.
Like my ex.
Well, she burnt you?
That's what I was talking about.
Or she burnt the house down?
Almost had
she
an
burned the house.
I almost had an ex burn the
that
car.
wee-wee.
Burned everything down. Though.
Burnt that wee-wee.
So she cheated.
Yeah, but anyway, about the mental health. My question is, who do you talk to though? As a man, I know women, they always have a lot of women. They go, girl, you know, about you got that one you can talk to about your marriage. You got that, you know, mini friend group, you go out to eat and y'all talk about everything. But men, we carry a lot of weight,
Right.
you know, that we don't let out because we can't. Because we got to be the strength, the backbone, the person who don't show emotion when the heat gets started in relationship. And I'm just speaking on relationship now, whether it be financial, emotional, whatever's going on, death in the family. We got to be the strength of the relationship.
Right.
And a lot of times your wife or your girlfriend or whoever she is, your soulmate, whatever you want to call it, to ask you, you know, you okay. And a lot of times we don't be okay, but we still be like, yeah, we good. Because we can't show that we not good. Because I've been in positions where I haven't been good, but I've been good because I got to be good. But sometimes as a man, you want to be like, nah, I ain't good. But you don't want to, which you probably should do with your wife, but you don't ever want to really go that low, maybe once. But we got to find somebody else we can
we
talk
gotta normalize talking amongst
I'll talk amongst each other. Like kind of off the shot, how they had a little table talk thing where they have what you call them.
I always play around and say I want to start something like that.
And I think that could be good, just be in a room. And I feel like if somebody open up, if I say my problem and he say his problem, then you have no problem saying your problem. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, man, he ain't hold back. I didn't hold back.
Right.
But if you got one person in the room, and I can see how it's hard for a man. You got one person in the room, man, I'm good. You don't want to express yourself to that man because that man over there.
Right.
About how
But even on the shot, they had that one, you know, the little nigga came out of jail. He came, that's how he was at first.
But they knew he was fucked up, though.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But,
So,
you know.
I think, too, a lot of that becomes from just being a man. People start judging you, right?
Yeah.
If you in a room and all y'all got great jobs, right? And I'm trying to make it, you know, 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to really figure out steal my life at a certain age. It's hard for you to open up to somebody else because even though we having a moment there, you don't want nobody to judge you when they leave the room.
That's true, but you gotta understand who you talking to. You gotta know your audience.
But I'm just saying that's just part of being a man.
Being a man,
and getting your circle to say these are my real friends to where I can talk to them.
Yeah, that's
without
true.
them judging me. Even with you talk about with your girl, Mark, you don't want to look weak. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
You might not be able to handle this stuff this month, but you can't open up to her because now you supposed to be the head of the household. And now if she see you under pressure, she'll start panicking. Right. So you gotta that's the person you're supposed to open up to, but you don't want to open up to her because you don't want to look weak to her too. Well, now she can't come to you with her problems, right? Because now both of y'all sitting in the corner in the highs doing two different things because both of y'all in a vulnerable moment and y'all don't know how to talk to each other, especially when you got kids or y'all going through stuff financially.
I say that's why you got to have a good friend, man.
Yeah,
get somebody you can open to, a good friend, because I can't really just holler at my wife about my little other thing that might be pregnant. You know what I'm saying?
What?
No, I'm saying that's the example that men go through.
Yeah.
No, I ain't saying me, but I'm saying, and then you can't really call your mama because your mama
gonna judge you.
Yeah, your mama. That's her baby. You know what I'm saying? So she can't, And,
now that went far.
It went far, but it's the truth.
People go through stuff like that on a daily basis.
People go through stuff
daily.
like
that. But mental health, I never got into mental health. Mental health, I think I'm at like a 7 right now, man. There's always stuff you can work on, you can get better at. But right now, I think mental health wise, I'm at a 7. If you need some help with mental health, call this number 1-800-mental-health. Nah, I'm just playing. Go ahead, Demo.
I'm about at a 9.8.
Okay,
like you say,
gambled yesterday.
Like you say, there's always room for improvement. Men, let's and women too, but men, I like to talk to the men when it comes to mental health. I think we deal with it a little tougher. Let's break that cycle of silence. That's huge. Right. That's huge. And like you said, it explode once it does boil over. I've been there. I've done that. And it ain't nowhere. It ain't somewhere. It ain't no. It isn't a position you want to be in.
A comfortable space. Never
knowing that you don't have nobody you can talk to. And the whole while I possibly did. All I had to do was open up, but I refused to. I just took it on the chin and kept it moving. But let's break that cycle.
I guess how you feel when you talking to somebody though, and you feel like that's the person you could talk to, and they and you the whole time. Like,
and now you gotta catch that. Like I feel like you gotta know.
They ain't got no real advice to get back to you.
I feel like you gotta
Even though you getting it out and you feel like that's your boy, that's your partner, that's your brother, but you know what I'm saying, the nigga hitting you with the man, I understand, but he ain't really giving.
You gotta know. You gotta know.
That'll be the last time you talk to him.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be because
it could be time.
Sometimes you just need somebody to listen. Bro.
Sometimes you gotta listen. Sometimes you gotta hear yourself, bro.
And sometimes
I gotta hear myself and be like, damn, I'm tripping. Hell no.
And sometimes the person who is listening, but they don't want to give you a quick response because they don't want it to be right.
Right.
Because I've been called upon with people going through mental health issues plenty times, and I don't want to just give me time to process it. What you telling me, and then let me get back with you.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I'm gonna give you some kind of word of encouragement, but I'm gonna give you a lot of and listening while I'm doing it.
You know what's crazy about that? You the person I was thinking about.
Yeah.
I was about to say brother, but I ain't want to put you out there. But you opened up to let Mark.
No,
he's a great listener, but he ain't gonna tell you nothing in that moment. So you be like, man, this nigga
because
really
I don't want to say the wrong.
You don't want to get the wrong advice.
Right.
I don't want advice, bro.
Right.
So and that's cool. Yeah.
Right, and I run it back and play it back, and then I'll be like,
process.
I got it.
And that's knowing who your listener is. Like if you know your brother gonna do that, then all right, Mark got something for me tomorrow. Right. Now, that nigga take 3 days to call you, bro. You probably already jumped off drove off. He's like,
you done.
Yeah.
But now, I think mental health is important, man. One thing I like about our community, our culture now, I think the pandemic really helped us tap into different elements as far as our mental health. I don't think we talked about it enough, but I think since the pandemic, everybody had to sit still. Everybody had to go through death. Everybody had to go through financial struggles. Everybody had to go through a lot. So even just getting a therapist or getting, different people to like kind of tap into like what you going through. Like me, I had jumped into yoga. I was doing like different shit I probably would have never did as a black man. I had a couple therapists. I did a lot of stuff,
a couple therapists. He was single.
Yeah. Yeah.
How the fuck that?
nah, he had
He's right.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you just said.
Yeah, cause I was saying I was trying to get into a relationship. I had went through some bad breakups, so I was trying to figure out the other side of it. And I think it all worked out though, man. But I don't want to hover over too long. But
it don't have to be like you said. It don't have to be just a psychological. I'm laying on the couch type of therapist. It could be a massage therapist. It could be a couples therapist. You feel me? It could be like I'm gonna go to Pilates or yoga and do that type of therapy.
Get a room with a
so it
hooker.
don't have to just be like I gotta sit on the couch and
You're a little prostitute. You know, it's just different stuff out there.
Yeah, I found my refuge in traveling.
Yeah,
All seriousness though, boys
Yeah.
is jumping out buildings, man, and taking their own lives
no, it's serious.
because they didn't, or they not that they didn't open up and talk to somebody.
Yeah,
I mean, I know one guy in particular who I'd have never thought took his own life, but he did.
right.
And everybody was like, dang, he was the life of the party.
Right.
He
They
made
say that be the
everybody
thing,
laugh.
though, bro.
They be the ones. They can.
And then he done jumped off the building.
Yeah.
And you
That's
like,
no, I can
why
get
he
that
ain't
though,
say
because
nothing?
that's how it is with me. Like people like, damn, we always have a good time, always joking. But when I go home to that big ass house and them expensive cars in the driveway
Mhm.
and a beautiful wife,
talk your
that
shit,
shit, you know
talk
what I'm
your
saying? That
shit,
shit,
It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure to maintain.
Yeah.
It don't matter how it look.
Yeah.
Mental health can be behind any door, behind the
bro.
big house with
Like
the
Hollywood.
corridors, or behind a motel room.
Look at the
It
rich
could be
folks
mental
that
health. You
commit
got mental
suicide
health in
on
any
a yearly
situation.
basis.
and just little advice, man, to people who going through whatever you're going through, man. Just me and my coworker was talking the other day. She was telling me about her tire was jacked up. She had to pay $300 for the tire. I'm telling her about my truck, man. Transmission went out. I got to pay for my work truck, get the transmission. Lady walk around the corner. Somebody was like, my condolences, blah, blah, blah. And then, me, what's wrong, Miss Such and Such? My house burned down this morning.
So somebody always going through something where
It was the little stuff that we can probably work out
Right.
and deal with and tell somebody how to deal with it. Somebody going through something.
Always.
Way worse. Lady sitting there, eyes red, tear-eyed. And me and my coworker like, dang, we sitting there complaining about something
Transmission
small.
and the tie.
I tell you one
And this lady
thing.
lost her whole house this morning.
I tell you one thing. It probably was the last day of school, but neither one of y'all need to be at work. Hey, y'all could tell them kids shit that day. All y'all going through. So how y'all even able to focus on goddamn kids?
No.
Hey, but look. Well, let me jump, man. That's it, man. I just wanted to jump into mental health real fast, man.
One of the close up though,
go
real
ahead,
quick,
close
real
it.
quick. Man, one thing I kind of live off of, when it comes down to mental health and it's, being depressed, anything. The main thing is if you got your health. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
If you got your health, you can always overcome it. You overcome anything, man. My health is the main important part about it.
Yeah.
Just take it one day at a time. Don't get ahead of yourself. Take Friday for Friday, Monday for Monday. Don't make no plans when you're going through it. It's too foggy to even make plans. Just take care of that particular day.
Mm-hmm.
Get
Hey,
you
man,
some of them blue pills, man.
Y'all boys jumped into some real mental. Hey, that wasn't even on the agenda for today, but that was on my spirit
You just
because
the point, just knowing.
I thought about it, so I figured I wanted to jump into that for a second before we moved on to something else. But now let's jump into the podcast, man. Remy Ma and Papoose, they've been having like a lot of drama on the internet. I don't want to talk about their drama, but I want to ask a question.
Okay.
With Papoose, he went and visited Remy Ma in jail for a year straight. When she first went to jail, they weren't married. They weren't engaged. That was his girlfriend. They didn't even have their baby yet because they wound up having a baby after she got out. So, in a position like that, would you guys go and visit your girlfriend every day in jail, prison? If they
you mean every day?
Every day. She said it got to the point to where she had to tell him, please stop coming. And if he went there, he was calling. So they talked or he was there every single day. And she said the drive was like 45 minutes to an hour from where he was at, from home to where he was at.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just asking, have y'all ever been that in love to where if your girlfriend did any type of crime, that y'all would go to prison and visit them every day? Or would y'all just let them go and move on?
Like none of that permanent attachment like the kid, the wife.
That's why I said one none of that at the time.
No.
I would if she took the case for me. If
But
she took
that's your
that's a situation that I
okay.
would feel guilt I mean, let me go see her. Let me go show my face.
Every
She
day, bro?
She took this case for me. 45 minutes ain't that long, ain't that far.
Man,
bro.
cause you drive trucks, bro. But you
Yeah.
gotta look at like Empire, bro, with the Lucius line and all that. You take that case, bro, that's your stupid ass. I gotta go. I gotta move on.
Let's say she doing some side shit that you ain't much know about, and she end up getting caught up behind some shit, find out like, God damn, this what was going on, and all that. I'm gonna shut down. I'm not going visit. It's gonna take me a minute, and she gonna have to do some count, like calling me and telling me what happening, what's going on, for me to come and want to visit. Now, once she kind of break it down to me and I see what her energy and shit at, I can see myself, man. If I'm in love with her, I can see myself going to visit.
Support.
But
Every day, bro?
But when she tell me, like she on the clip, she said,
Every
"Nah,
day.
Pepper, I'm chilling right now. I'm trying to figure this shit out. You feel me? I need you to back away. I'm gonna back away.
I'm definitely gonna back away after you
But
tell
are
me.
you
She
backing?
got to do the time.
Are you
not
backing
me.
off in the sense to where you moving on and finding other women, or you still loyal? Because he was Black Love at the time while
Right.
she was locked up. That's
Yeah.
that's when he started running the Has Black Love movement.
It depends
Like
on what.
all you moving like that behind a girlfriend.
A girlfriend, no.
It can happen. I'm not gonna say.
So
it's
ask this
impossible.
question for me, Woods. If your girlfriend, right,
Yeah.
went to college, she went to Prairie View, you stayed in Houston, you driving every day to Prairie View to see her? Your high school love?
I don't think it's that.
That's 45 minutes to an hour.
It's not
Right.
that
Right.
deep, though.
Am I driving every day?
That's puppy love.
Yeah, nigga, yeah. Not me.
Puppy love, bro.
But it's
Nah, I
all
ain't
puppy
probably
love.
doing all
Though,
that
you
driving
ain't
like
Yeah, you ain't doing all that driving.
Yeah, but you gotta realize she doing time. That's totally different.
Make she doing her 4 years in college.
But that ain't time, and she around guys and stuff like that. That's a whole different type of situation.
Yeah, Remy
She
around
in
about.
there doing this time in jail, penitentiary. That's a different type of shit. I'm like I said, me personally, I can see myself shutting down because I'm gonna be angry first. Like, why the fuck I didn't know what was going on? How you got this shit? How you got involved in all this? I'm gonna shut down being angry. But then when if I decide to open up and lean her way, and she coming to me and she explaining to me and she telling me how she feel about me and how she want to make this shit work, I'm gonna be there for her. I can see myself being there for her. We had that type of connection.
Why you ain't, so like, it's after work or before work? I'm confused. When do this nigga go drive 45
Well,
minutes every day?
he was a rapper, so
Yeah.
they
But when
weren't
did you like
waking up doing 9 to 5s. You know what I'm saying? So he had time on his hands.
He had the free time.
Right, he had a lot of free time.
You
on
still
his
gotta make music, bro, and go on
Yeah.
tours.
Right, but he ain't made music.
You popping Molly's.
Papoose ain't made music
up.
since he first made music.
Right.
So I always think he make music.
That
She was the
bring it
hottest
back.
rapper. Oh, now I'm thinking about it.
Well, you know, Papoose was right.
She was the breadwinner though. She was the face of the relationship.
Right.
Right.
So if I lose you, I lose everything.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
She ain't
So
make
it could have been that type of
Could have
case.
been driven with
She
that.
ain't
Yeah,
got
could
that
have been
much.
driven like
Man,
that.
that nigga seeing the wrong person. You need to be seeing Fat Joe every day then.
Why?
Fat Joe was the one that was fun, like pushing her while she in jail.
Right,
She was
right.
signed to
Terror Squad.
But he said he kept her relevant as far as as far as her name, kept her name alive instead of letting her die down
Well,
while she
I
was
agree.
in jail.
He did.
So
He
I
did.
think that was part of it. But still, Mark, you can go ahead.
Oh no, I don't know. It just depends on the connection with you and Miss Lady. I
Right
mean,
now, Kay go to jail. What
I've
happened?
had,
Oh, he going every day.
I've experienced some girlfriends that I would probably want to see at first on a daily basis. And then I've had some girlfriends who I know I wouldn't go see on a daily basis. So it just depends on the connection.
So why you
have
ain't
with the
married?
woman.
If the woman, the girlfriend that you had, where you would feel like you would go see every day in jail, why you didn't marry her?
I was a hoe.
Well, actually, I did marry one of them.
Oh, you did? Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
But, at first, when you're young, you go through girlfriends.
That's a
So,
fact, Jack.
I mean,
Okay, my next
I wasn't
question.
ready to get married
So
when
if
I was
she's in
young.
prison, she's not giving you nothing. So the sex is removed. You still
Right.
going there every day?
What they got to do with supporting her and
Hey, you need some pussy?
give her...
I'm gonna be like Kevin Gates, semen retention.
Okay.
Well, that don't mean he wasn't having sex. He
Nah,
just,
he
wasn't
just said he
coming.
wasn't coming.
He was having
Like I
sex.
said, semen retention, bro.
So you are having sex. You just ain't gonna really.
So yeah, cheating, that's your boss.
They cheated on
Okay. But now, man, I think that's I'm like Mark, man. I've been in some long-term relationships. I've been in some short-term relationships. I think it's always depend me, man. Just knowing who I am.
Right.
I can call you or you can call me. But as far as me getting out of my bed to drive an hour to sit there for 15 minutes, y'all know go jail. You can't sit there too long.
Nah.
They got a time limit when you sit there. For me to do that so I can just see you every day, shit, when you was home, a nigga wasn't seeing you every day. Just to be honest, you know what I'm saying? When we home, we working, we traveling, we do other things. I'm just talking about their lifestyle, but even just me, 9 to 5, my girl 9 to 5, we ain't seeing each other every day now. So for me, other than getting into bed at night, you know what I'm saying? So for me to wake up and say, I'm going to see you every day, I can support you from a landline. And if you need me to come see you twice a month, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be, then I'm making that drive. But for me to say, I'm getting up every single day, and the love is still out.
Yeah.
But I can't see myself getting up every day driving to sit behind the glass or whatever the thing was at her jailhouse to see you. You know what I'm saying? Then at some of the jail, Rob, you can't even touch them. You can't get a hug. You can't do nothing.
What y'all talking about? After the third week, what y'all talking about?
Every day though, right? Because she got the same routine. She waking up 6 o'clock in the mornings. She going to chow. She got there, you know what I'm saying? The same. She walking the yard. Now I'm trying to tell you about my life.
Yeah.
And you like, damn, your life bored now because you could come in this motherfucker see me every day.
That's why she was getting tired.
And you taking back. You ain't telling you went to the club and had a ball. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
you can't tell everything.
Yeah.
And Holden came over.
How long she did? How many years she did?
I think she did 4.
It was 4?
Yeah, I think she did 3 or 4, I thought.
Yeah.
Now, she didn't do a whole
5.
8.
Got a 5 vote.
5. Okay, she did.
Yeah, I know. It was a little minute.
No, so that's what I'm saying.
And they didn't get married till they after
she got out.
have kids till after.
So when Lean Back came out, Lean Back
that
was
nigga
6, right?
different, bro.
So let me ask y'all another question then, right? Because I want to move on from that one. Okay, boom, she out. Do she owe you any loyalty?
Absolutely.
Being what they going through right now, allegedly she cheated on him,
right?
Or whatever the case may be. 6, but allegedly she cheated on him, right? After you done held it down, you done went there every day. Whole 6 years you been there. She got out. You married her. Y'all had a baby.
She did 6 of 8. Yeah.
Okay, you know what I'm saying. She got out. Y'all had a baby. Y'all got married, and she ain't happy no more.
Yeah.
She done went on and found some happiness. She done went and found the baby you.
And the crazy part, I was talking to my partner about this, right, real quick. Bro, you failed at life if you die unhappy. I'm so sorry that you feel like I owe you, but if I'm not happy, I can move. I should be able to walk away if I'm not happy. From her standpoint,
right?
Yeah, for her standpoint.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. The only thing I'm gonna do is become mean to you. I'm about to become mean. I'm about to become irritated. It's like,
I think it got to that point because, I be keeping up with social media, man. The nigga say she got to the point where she wasn't even coming home no more. She was just leaving him home with the baby while she was at the nigga house every day. Like, instead of just breaking up with him and leaving him, she just started dating.
This nigga's adding on to his story of going out there every day. That nigga's out was a simp.
From Papoose perspective, his expectations is that you 1000% got to be loyal.
When we in black love
5 years, but in real time, she's not obligated to be no type of 1000% loyalty, bro. She her own person, and you chose to continue and come up here and hold me down for this amount of time, and then have a baby, and then want to get married after me. You chose to do that. So as from coming from Papoose view, my expectations used to be a lot, but she's not obligated to be loyal at all, bro.
And that's why I say, fellas,
morally wrong, but she's not.
Well, you obligated to be loyal, but you're not obligated to be with me.
Right.
I feel if you with somebody, you need to be loyal.
Right.
You supposed to be loyal.
Right.
If that's the structure of y'all relationship.
But that's why
you don't gotta be with me.
I tell men and women, man, don't ever get complacent. I don't give a damn how much money your partner making, man. Go get your own money.
Right.
Because she threw that out there once the blog started hitting. She said, I bought all my houses in cash. I paid all the car notes. The only thing I asked that nigga to pay was utilities. On everything, right? So
this nigga's a bitch.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So when she walking around like I'm the breadwinner. Like you. See? That's why he there every day. That's what I'm saying. It comes back to him going to see every day. She was the breadwinner. Right. She the money maker. So now he feeling like if I lose her, I might lose his lifestyle. So now she's shining on, she's shitting on, she letting everybody know your personal business. She just said that boy pawned his jewelry. She put the jury shit up. The nigga went and pawned his jury after they broke up because he ain't had no money. Say the nigga he paid the utilities came out of his bank account. The nigga called his bank and told him that, that wasn't supposed to come out or whatever. So they put the money back in the bank. And that when she was like, yeah, I'm done.
Women can get dirty.
Right. No, yeah. And that's why I asked myself for like a situation for a couple. I know it's like, damn, like how you get this dirty? When did you love me? Like, damn, you going this hard on me. When did you love me? Like type shit. But
What you
said
got,
scorned
Polo?
woman.
I ain't got, man. Listen, he is definitely a different type of guy.
He's definitely a woman. Like in
and
a
just to
relationship.
hear all this stuff, now I understand why he went every day.
Every day, yeah.
Because I'm going every day because I ain't got no money, first of all. So you still got the money even though you in here.
Right.
So I got to show you that I got major love for you, sir. Because we got to get some gas in this car to get me back and forth to see you.
She got to pay this mortgage.
We got to pay the mortgage.
But back then, she probably getting that nigga.
But
like,
I'm
what you think, like $30 to drive backwards and forward every day?
Right.
Kind of expensive for her.
But she don't really owe him nothing. I mean, yeah, you came. She told him stop coming. I ain't got nothing, you know. So no, and maybe she married him out of sympathy.
Probably.
Hey, damn, she said that though.
She probably married him out of sympathy.
I'm gonna let you finish, but I want to keep the story what happened in the timeline when it came to the marriage part. She's saying that he had already created this aura and this image around a relationship with black love, and he's so loyal and this and that. So she always wanted to protect his image. So when it came to like the marriage, she felt like shit. We've been doing this for so long, and you already didn't put out
his image, nigga. That protect that what kept you going.
Well, no, it kept on going too. She definitely ate off of it.
Right, yeah.
But at the end of the day,
he ate more off of it.
We would have forgot about
she
her.
could rap.
She was still Remy.
We did forget about her.
I forgot
We
walk
about her.
around the
She was gone.
elevators.
We would have forgot about Remy.
Yeah, we
We
definitely
walk
would.
around
Because
elevators.
Joe wasn't talking about her.
We
Fat
walk
Joe wasn't
around
even rapping.
elevators. We all know that part.
Yeah.
Walk around metal detectors. Lean back.
Hey, that one got in prison. She walk around.
When she first came out and dropped that shit with Fat
Nah,
Joe,
nigga,
that been
Nas
right in.
said you stabbed your best friend over $5,000. Damn.
Okay, well, listen, that's cool. You got something more on that?
No,
Love, loyalty.
The only thing is, man, there are 6 billion people on Earth. Out of the 6 billion, maybe a billion men. You go and get somebody in the field. Come on, man.
You got to have that too because some of them don't like.
So you go and pick somebody at my job. Come on, man.
So
That's dirty.
That's dirty,
what I said,
bro.
Remy-
As
Now, but you
married
gonna pick
folks-
somebody that you around. I know we can say, oh, it's all that people, but she's around. This guy created an aura. She accidentally found out about this guy. Say if I had a chick, right? And I bring her up here every day. You know what I'm saying? And then she ain't looking for no dude, but she liked the way such and such move and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how that kind of get tied up into it. I had to realize it's like everybody in the whole world. Well, now this is the person that I unexpectedly fell in love with. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But do you, as a marriage, like we talk about marriage, right?
Mhm.
When you take that oath in front of God, right?
Yeah.
Do you allow yourself to even get to that place because you're
not
supposed to work through everything, right? I'm just asking for the married folks in the back. You supposed to work through everything, and right now we saying she don't owe anything, but she stood in front of that pulpit with Papoose and said, sick, health, wealth, and whatever the case may be, we'll work through it, right?
Mhm.
So do that have any ties into all of this? And I'm just asking. I'm gonna let Mark start that one.
Oh, okay.
No. Well, I'm gonna say sickness and
Pastor
health
Elder.
to death do us part.
Mm-hmm.
All that ain't got nothing to do with. At some point in this relationship, I fell out of love with you, and I'm not happy no more. Like Rob said, I mean, I don't know how to tell somebody that's married
Mhm.
and unhappy to stay married. Like I think God understand, and hopefully the person that you with.
Hold on, Polo. You going away from scripture now?
No. I'm not. I don't think
Yes, you are.
because I'm not leaving you because you're sick. I'm not leaving you because you're broke. I'm not leaving you.
That part of it.
I'm not leaving you because life has dealt us a bad hand. I'm just not the person I thought you were, and maybe I made a mistake, and this ain't what it's supposed to be.
Get a divorce then.
Right.
File for divorce.
Right, but I'm saying just
Right,
to
'cause
stay
that's what I'm saying, Mark.
But she not coming home. Who knows, man? That nigga she probably told him, hey, man, I'm going to go what you call him. Are you tripping?
Well, that's
You're
part
not
of
coming
it.
home.
But still not coming
Saying.
home. Well, he knew she was out with a dude because she wasn't coming home or whatever. the case.
Right.
I think some videos had got out because she said that nigga been had all these videos. He been knowing where I was at, who I was with. He trying to play crazy because he was trying to protect his image still. But my thing is, regardless, before she cheated and moved to the point that she moved on because she got a whole new boyfriend while she was still married. So that's what the part I'm talking
Separated.
about.
Right.
You got to be separated.
Right. So is that cool?
No.
She
Or do you get
separated.
Do
That's because you're
Because if
unhappy.
she that unhappy, when you find out you that unhappy, Polo, don't you go file a divorce?
Well, we
Or you
Right.
scared that you're gonna lose your money as well? So you trying to?
And even
No,
in
you
doing that,
definitely
that's not
supposed to
grounds.
separate.
That's not grounds for
They
divorce.
said house
I mean,
together,
at the end of the day, though, we can't go off of their situation because she showed in somebody. She's been incarcerated. She stabbed a motherfucker. The bitch ain't got no heart.
Right.
Like
no.
her heart is just like gone. So we
Right.
can't expect her act. We can't base off her actions. We gotta talk about the women we deal with and encounter with. This motherfucker ain't got no heart.
Okay. But I'm okay. But it still goes back to the point to why I still think before you move on to a new relationship, it should be some paperwork involved. If you that unhappy and you ready,
You gotta pay for
feel
that
out
too,
love
though.
Like
I
that.
come to find out you gotta pay for a
She
divorce.
told the nigga I would have paid for your lawyer.
Damn.
Yeah,
God damn, that nigga should have been gone.
Hey, but look, I want to keep going. But anyway, so
She a cold
do you
blood.
want to end that,
Damn.
Mark? As far as I know, I asked you a question. You didn't get a chance to do it with the love and a divorce.
I'm done with it.
All right, paperwork first, though, right?
Paperwork first.
Paperwork first.
All right, that's we all go on paperwork first. But I
Paperwork
agree. I don't think nobody should be in a relationship if you that unhappy to where you literally is away from the house and in love, falling in love with somebody.
That mean that little
Right.
that little pussy hot.
I don't give a damn how much the other person love you all, how many kids y'all got.
Right.
If you at that point,
It's time to separate.
it's time to separate
Separate.
because it's only gonna get worse. Niggas out here killing every day, B. So, hey, domestic violence is real. So y'all let them people be free
Papoose
instead of
beat them up, didn't
put them on the street. Papoose punched the nigga in the face when he seen him. Anyway,
That's another L he took there.
next topic. How would you feel if you found out that your daughters was involved in a poly relationship with a guy?
Yeah. I proposed the question, man. I know we all agreed that the average guy, the most men, if they had no rules, you feel me? If it wasn't taboo, that they would be in a poly situation.
Correct.
If they could financially hold it down,
Right.
Religion
and things like that. If it wasn't no religion involved and things like that, a typical man would typically choose poly. So boom, we agreed. We kind of talked about that. We agreed upon that. But how would you feel about if you had a daughter and she was on the other side of it,
Mm-hmm.
and she was the woman that was one of the girls of this guy poly relationship? Me personally, if I had a daughter, I mean that'd be a tough pill to swallow. You want your child to be happy. You hope that you raised her right.
Right.
And things like that. You at the end of the day, you want to be happy. But that's a discussion, man. You gonna have to tell me what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to meet her. Like it's gonna be to the point. Like I don't want to. You don't want to shut your daughter,
gotta
your child
understand it,
down,
yeah.
bro,
Right,
that you raise and you.
But I don't think you
build,
can
but
control
like,
that.
that
Though.
shit. You can't control
Right.
it.
I think you grown. That's just
Yeah.
like,
But
your parents
it's gonna
might-
hurt.
but your
Nah,
mother,
that shit gonna hurt.
even though
bro.
you being a man, your mother might still look at you for being in a poly relationship. It's the same way on both
Right.
ends.
Well, I'm gonna say this, man. All right, so I'm gonna go back to I asked this question when I was young. The movie Fences with Denzel. I remember I did the whole little play. You know, we probably did the play in high school and all that. So I've been knowing about the movie Fences when it was just in the Portier. But Denzel said in the movie, and it stuck with me. He said, "I don't have to like you. I raised you. I gave you clothes. I put you through school and all that. I don't have to like you.
Right.
Right.
My job is done. You're grown. So at the end of the day, shit, you want to go do that? I didn't take you as far as I can.
So they
Yeah.
coming to Thanksgiving dinner. Like you having all these women at your house.
No, this is what I'm saying. No, this is what I'm saying.
But what
bitch.
I'm saying,
no,
so you done. You
no, I'm
cutting
saying
off.
go on, bitch.
Just wishing her the best.
Go on.
Okay. So that's how you doing.
No, I'm gone. I done
No
done
Christmas
everything.
dinner, no
you,
Christmas
You
to-
failed me.
No get-togethers.
Nigga
None
say
of that.
You failed.
Well,
to be-
ooh, huh?
Yeah, with your daughter, and the other girls and him. They not
No,
coming.
y'all go. And y'all, this nigga got four.
You
This
couldn't
nigga got 4 little hoes in his house. And say, y'all have y'all own. Y'all cook.
Right. Go
No.
ahead, P.
No. I mean, they not coming to the house.
Okay,
You know, the poly.
I
y'all
would not
keep the
approve,
poly
bro.
over there.
keep the pile over there.
Yeah.
She come by herself,
She's still gonna be my daughter.
Right.
I'm still gonna
say
talk
keep the
about
poly
it and
over
make
there.
jokes. And hopefully he got Neo money, you know, and he take care of her not putting his hands on her.
Okay.
You know, that's a different story if he putting his hands on the women.
Mm.
But if he just living his life and my daughter then fell in love, you know, they not coming to Christmas dinner. You
That's
know,
a fact, Jack.
They not coming.
I
to
think we
Christmas
all agree on that.
Yeah.
You got it, Demo.
Oh, yeah, I can't do nothing about that. I like you said, I took you this far, and you know, this is what you chose. You're grown. Y'all keep it over there. You're more than welcome to come over, but I'm not doing.
Is it double standards though?
Now, if I'm a single dad,
Even
you
my
know what
You
I'm
trying to
saying?
smash the
I'm saying if it,
sister wives?
if it, if it,
wait, this nigga said if he a single dad, he gonna get hit by the nigga. He gonna get hit.
Nah,
He gonna get
I'm
bad to
saying-
daughter.
Whole entanglement.
I'm gonna meet him and show me some
Hey.
of the other ones you got.
Hey, I would.
Yeah.
I feel that. I could.
Say Ocho. He's gonna do Ocho.
so that's what I'm saying though. If it is it double standard though? If you got a son, like
Yeah, no, I
can he
wouldn't
bring
even
out
want my- I
four
wouldn't
chicks in
want
the
my
house?
I'm feeling the
son.
same
I
way.
wouldn't want my son to do that either, bro.
Yeah, I
Like, man, I mean,
I'm
like you
asking
made
for
for
the
like
people in the
one.
back.
I ain't gonna hate you, son, but it's like, what you
Man,
doing,
turn
son?
up.
Yeah, I wouldn't be proud of that
Turn
either.
up.
Yeah, I wouldn't be proud.
If it was my son as well, man, I'm gonna treat it the same way. Like I like what Moore say, man, keep the pilot over there. I feel like I'm not cutting my child off because it's definitely an adjustment and things like that. And I might one day be older. Delbed needs you to take care of me and have all
You
your
don't wanna cut
wives.
'em off too
Have all the
far.
wives come and take care of me, bro.
But this is my thing, y'all. This is my thing. This world has been we living in a westernized society where that's the only reason that it's not okay because it's not biblical. The Bible didn't say you couldn't.
Because as a Muslim, you can have multiple wives, right? I mean,
The Bible had multiple
Allegedly,
wives.
don't be throwing stuff out there.
No, I'm just saying.
No, but Muslims
Right.
they do have
I
multiple.
didn't want. Don't throw some people out there. Muslims.
So my
They be
thing
really-
is-
Ali,
They be coming at the podcast.
Ali.
So what I'm saying is because we're so westernized, we have this understanding that one wife, one woman, that's not reality. So the only reason why we all disagree with it is because we've been
brainwashed.
we've been brainwashed. Or not so necessarily brainwashed, we just don't live that way.
Right, we don't live that way.
We don't live that way because of the westernized
Well, I don't think
way.
it's illegal.
Me personally, I
Yeah,
think
only because it's America.
It's
That's a
illegal.
man
I mean,
say
if we go,
no more. The
if we
Bible
go
didn't
that,
say it was illegal.
if we go that
Bible
far with
told
it,
you
then
to
bro,
live
you
by
gotta
the law
also
of the
ask
land.
yourself about
correct,
child
The
sex
land says
crimes.
it's illegal.
but it ain't illegal nowhere else.
Well, what I'm saying-
that's why
Well,
I
go
made that
move.
point.
Well,
I made that point because it's westernized. I made that point.
Well, we need to move.
What I'm saying is I don't
Utah.
think it got we talking about that deep demo as far
What's
as
that called?
being westernized and all that.
Norm.
I think Wood just really wanted to know if it's your daughter. Are you letting a man come in your house with other women and he got
That's my
basically
thing.
Nah, you
basically
can't
with your
come to that.
daughter?
What if it was legal?
But my thing is, I don't want my daughter being with the
Let's talk
wrong
about
man,
real
period,
time.
bro. I don't want my daughter being with the wrong man. If I feel like, as a man, if you want to have a poly relationship, you the wrong guy for my daughter.
Right.
And I'm going to make sure I start working out, so every time I see you, I can whoop your ass as your old man, bro.
Hey, deep dive in it. Yeah, you right. You right, Rob. Like I said, I feel like I might have failed because you are the wrong. What do you see in this man having multiple women? And I didn't show that with your mama. Like you didn't know what was going on when I was going outside. You just know what you seen at home.
Yeah.
Let me stop.
Right on, 10-4.
All right. Well, that's it, man. I think all of us agree. Nobody want their daughter at the house.
Nah, don't come over here.
Basically pimping them out.
Unless I'm old and some of them
Need a
you
bath.
know,
You need a bath.
That be like.
Hey,
Bath in the
Ocho,
oatmeal?
y'all put that meat on that grill, Ocho.
Give me a bath and an oatmeal.
All right, well, listen. Down in New Orleans, they had a prison break. And I don't want to talk about the prison break. What I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to go into other things that happened outside of that. But it was 10 people that ran from New Orleans jailhouse, maybe 11 that broke away. So my question to you guys is, would you help a family member or a friend that broke out of jail?
Dude, bitch. Yeah, I'm gonna
Am I
help
go-
keep that reward. I'm gonna wait for that reward to build up. I'm gonna keep your ass into that reward, build up. Once that bitch get over 15, niggas right here.
You're gonna be like Queen of Slim to call that shit.
Call that shit in.
Damn,
Yo,
bro.
whatever you in there for, nigga, you probably did it. All them niggas look like they did
Nah,
everything.
some of them was attempted murder, some of them was murder.
Oh yeah,
But I
yeah.
know
yeah.
one of the
Murder.
grannies is now charged because she wound up wiring one of them some money. That's why I wanted to pose the question: would y'all
Okay,
help?
yeah.
any like your brother, your anybody that broke out and say, hey man,
So-
they done reached out to you.
So you can't, if somebody break out of prison, you can't send them no money without telling the laws
Nah,
that
that's
you know
what
what
they
they
want.
want.
That's
Yeah,
hard.
yeah,
That's like
yeah.
knowing a
Not if they're
fugitive.
fugitive.
Yeah, it's like
That's
knowing a
helping to
fugitive.
evade.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Conspiracy.
I never thought about that.
That's a charge.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, if it was my brother or something, bro.
My brother.
It'd be super indirectly, bro, like a motherfucker. It's like,
drop it
hey
off
man,
at the
you gotta
mailbox?
get away. You gotta get away from here, bro.
You gonna drop some money off of the mailbox?
Yeah, you
pick it
gotta
up?
get away from here, bro. And I don't got $10,000 in that trash can.
Right.
Now I'm about to call the police. It's gonna take my phone an hour. My phone gonna take an hour to turn back on.
Right. But
Yeah.
but you gonna help it. It's gonna be
Yeah, like man, get
Yeah.
your ass
Anyway.
from around here, bro. I love you,
Indirectly.
good seeing you, man. I'm
Yeah.
gonna cry, but shit.
It gotta be
Like, but if the
indirect, it gotta be
helicopter's over the
cash.
house, you push your nigga out the door.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, boy, get your ass out of here. You know your brother.
Yeah.
Hey, you better hurry up for Jelani.
Because
Wake
once
up,
they come in the
nigga.
house, you go. If they come in the house and you sit in the living room like you watch the TV and he in the attic, your ass going to jail too.
Hey, I'm coming out. Hey, you better go and get
Hey,
out here for Jelani. Wake up, nigga.
I don't know where he went. I didn't even know he was
Jelani
here.
gonna kill both of us.
All right, let's flip. What about you, D-Mo? Can you
Oh,
answer
oh man, my brother, my oldest brother. That's about it. I got it's 9 of us. He the only one.
that you help out?
Yeah.
How far you going? What's the extent?
I'm going down.
Like you put him in the car
I'm
in the
going
trunk
all the
and
way
you gonna
down.
take him across state lines?
We look just alike.
But
so
are you
I'm
gonna
giving
put him
my
in the trunk
passport.
and ride across state lines with him?
I'm doing it.
Okay.
That's my dog.
In real time,
Definitely
bro.
doing 5
Yeah.
years.
I'm doing it.
In real time, right now, if something was to happen, I just don't. I don't feel like I had the means to just be able to evade the police long enough to where I can get you up out of the country and all that shit. I don't just think I pray for you and stuff like that. Like I said, it might be on some indirect cash, but I just won't be on some prison break Netflix type shit.
Yeah. It ain't no
It's just-
whole. It ain't no whole
At
movie.
least
It's
I know
hard
you
to
ain't
do,
do
bro.
it. I know you ain't do it, we gonna ride it out, bro.
Hopefully you don't call me.
Nah, they gonna call you. They gonna call you, bro. 'Cause you been visiting. You been putting shit on their books and answering the phone
He going
calls.
straight
paying
to
for
your
the
house.
chores.
He going straight to your house.
Don't
They
call
coming.
me.
They
Don't-
calling you, bro.
They know they checking out.
Call
When you
me when
escape,
you
they
get
check
to-
you all that.
To Dominic.
But I can say this though, real quick, right?
Yeah.
We know that prison was in New Orleans because none of them niggas was able to go escape the country. Everybody went to their goddamn people house.
Right. They just fall
Nah,
in
if it was Texas, we know where them mother they gone. I
Right.
ain't gonna say.
They caught
but,
two
but
of
you
them out
ain't catching them.
Oh, another question there. Then. That was my second question. If you was the one broke out of prison, what would be the first thing you'd do?
Oh, I gotta get me a burger and some pussy. And then after that, you can go and come get me.
Where you getting the pussy
Now
from?
you really
Huh?
trying to get
Where
caught.
you getting the pussy from?
I'm pretty sure
Well, the
you-
coochie, my fault.
Free everywhere. I mean, I'm not free. But
It ain't
I mean,
free.
you can buy it.
I'm saying you ain't got no money. It's broke out of jail.
I'm already in trouble. I'm going to go rob somebody.
No, just ain't what you want to say.
I'm gonna
Don't
take
you
it.
go rape that woman, bro.
I ain't worried
That's
about no pussy. I'm
crazy.
trying to get away. I'm trying to
Where
get
you
to
gonna
Mexico.
go?
I
Why
guess
do-
I'm trying to get to Mexico, bro.
Why
I'm
escapists
gonna be
think they can
while
get
they
away?
all coming across the river, nigga. I'm gonna be the only one going the other way.
You gotta be a stupid motherfucker.
Well, it seems before you break
The
out
only
of
motherfucker
prison,
coming on the way.
I think you should have a plan first.
They don't.
Because they didn't have a plan.
No. They,
Some nigga got caught on Bourbon Street
Yeah.
in the French
No,
Quarter.
but no, one
That
of
nigga
them,
went live. Yeah.
his cousin recorded him on the Memorial Day turning up.
Right.
They got his
Going
ass.
on.
Yeah.
Right, talking about I'm
Stupid
still
ass.
having fun.
Yeah, I'm
out here.
having fun. Yeah, look at Torn. That nigga over there.
I'll say two of them. I think the next day they were caught on French Quarter. Two of them just caught I think two of them just got caught in Texas though.
Mhm.
Yeah, two of
Uh,
them got caught in Texas.
they
I think
like-
the last two.
I think it's still two left though.
Still two left.
But what's up? What you doing first?
Man, I don't even know, but I'm gonna sit down and come up with a plan before if I see all 10 of y'all running, I got a chance, and I ain't got no plan. I don't think
No,
I'm
I think
running.
you gonna take it, bro.
I
Because
think
you
the
gonna probably never get the opportunity again in Polo.
Yeah, but
It depends on the
Especially if you got
charge.
life.
you,
Yeah, if you got- yeah.
now if I'm in there for murder, I'm going.
Right.
A lot of them was in there for murder. A lot
But
of
they
people that got
can't
away
because
from
they
murder.
can't give me no more time.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take. But I don't know what I do first, dog. But I don't know. I gotta rob somebody.
I'm still in the car.
I gotta
You
get.
need to-
Oh no, I'm going to
some
cut
hair.
my hair.
Yeah, I'm about to say that.
Yeah.
Some hair.
What hell?
Ain't nobody had one of them little Bob Marley wigs
Right.
on.
I'm
With the
trying to-
little-
Oh, you got, I'm gonna get. I ain't gonna look the same.
Yeah.
Like some of them dudes, they had beards and dreads.
Yeah.
Dreads. I'm going bald head.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look like
Straight
a,
Right, because a lot of
I'm a
niggas
little totally
a lot
different,
of
bro.
niggas got
You
picked
right.
up looking
And
the
you got
exact same way.
cut off.
looking
You
the
got to
exact
cut off
same
your
way.
man part.
Yeah, I think you got to kind of plan for
Like go
years.
trans.
Mhm.
My escape. I watch a lot of movies, right? I'm planning for years. I got somebody on the outside to where they getting like me a runaway bag together, right? Like I need passports in there. I need some money stashed. Put it in the wall somewhere. When I get out, I know I'm going straight here. Pick this up, and I'm a dip.
When you know it's close to you able to actually escape.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
They knew at a point that they could
That's
get
what
the
I'm
fuck
saying.
up
You
out
gotta.
of there.
I'm like Mark. You gotta have a
They
plan.
really
I'm
didn't have
not.
a plan, bro.
I'm not the last nigga to
That's why
find
they
out
had- that's
about
why
it,
you
and
gotta
I'm
think
running
about
on Bourbon Street trying
That's
to get
why
me a
them
drink.
niggas in prison, they ain't have a plan to commit the crime they did. them niggas never had a
That's why
plan.
they in the
Right.
past.
Them
Demo, you
niggas
got
was born
something?
without a plan.
Man, I'm definitely changing my identity quick.
Yeah.
I'm changing my identity. I'm going to go give me some transportation the best way
Oh,
I
I thought you
can.
about to say something.
They didn't watch too many movies, bro. I'm definitely going Netflix underground, off the grid on some shit, bro.
Yeah.
All right,
As
man.
much as I can.
Talking about the cities and all that, let's jump into Memorial Day weekend in Houston.
Boy,
For the people that don't know that's watching that ain't from Houston, man, Houston was like packed.
bourbon.
It looked
Vegas,
like
Miami.
spring break
Bourbon.
in Miami or spring break in Cancun. Like it was streets blocked off, people was everywhere. And I ain't just talking about on one strip, it was all over the city.
Even the north side.
Right, and people don't even go there. So listen,
They
if
flush.
being Houstonians, right? Because I was watching social media, I was watching a lot of people from Houston say they hate the new Houston.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Being a Houstonian, how do you feel about the new Houston and the way people are coming out here and moving out here or just vacating out here? It's a tourist spot now, like a real tourist spring break,
Mhm.
summertime. I'm going to Houston, getting an Airbnb, and we partying all weekend like we got a beach.
Right.
How do y'all feel about that?
If I was young, I would have a problem with it. But the older I got, I go out Monday through Thursday.
Mhm.
So I don't tap into the weekend because I know it ain't got crazy.
I seen you Sunday,
well,
and it was super
on
packed.
Sunday
and
night.
it was super packed.
Yeah, well,
And you complained about how packed that club was.
but listen, but like I said, that's not a regular thing.
That's what I'm saying. Holidays. I'm talking about holiday. How do you feel about holidays in Houston?
Well,
being a Houstonian.
But that's abnormal. We've had holidays prior to Memorial Day weekend.
It's getting worse.
And it wasn't
And
packed like
it's
that
getting
at my
all
little
time.
spot.
It's getting worse. And,
It's getting worse.
worse.
Every holiday getting worse and worse.
and this is what I don't like about it. I don't like how the clubs, like, cause when you go to certain places like Florida, for example, when I took my family to Disneyland,
Mhm.
to get into Disneyland, it was a discount if you had a Florida ID, if you was from Florida, right?
Right.
Like they showed love to the people
their
that's
own
from now,
people.
their
Yeah.
residency. So when you come out here, bro, they jacking the prices up and they not giving a fuck about the people that come spend bread with them
all
every
the time.
day,
all
bro.
the time.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like you gotta show love. Like if I got Texas ID, goddamn, take
Let me
come out
in.
that section or something.
Yeah,
Damn.
Something about
Yeah.
the city.
Right.
Y'all
I get
jacking up
that.
the prices because y'all got all,
Right.
and I think that's unfair, bro. That's why I just
Right.
barbecue at the crib.
That's a great
Yeah,
move.
that's my only problem was the way they jack up prices. Clubs that don't normally charge, they charge you to get in.
Get in.
The niggas you shake their hand every day when you go up there.
They looking at you like, man, I
You
can't
get
today,
in for
bro.
the dub.
Right.
Like
Hey,
the dub.
Slide me 40.
Right.
Yeah.
Slide me far. Nah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, man. Being from Houston, I ain't gonna lie. I love outside, man. And it was a good look for me. I enjoyed it. I think I was out Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I go to the same area, Emancipation, Alameda. So just hitting those strips, just seeing new faces, new people, man. It was a great time in the city. But that's just me personally because I still like to be in the mix.com.
Well, yeah, I think it's like that if you can go somewhere and you know that person over there, you know
Right,
that
right.
person
That's how
over
it
there.
was for me.
So it's like
got
you
a little
can
area
do
to
that.
stand to. You got your own little
Yeah,
section.
see,
that
me
you post.
personally, I go in there, I probably see, a little yada yada, or probably don't. So it's like, damn, I'm in there talking to the bartender, whispering over here, how much the bottles is? They 600 a night. Damn, but on Fridays, y'all had to buy two, get buy two for
150.
200. Like,
Yeah.
but they 600.
Yeah,
so
but
it's
I
like-
saw none of that on Memorial Day. I didn't even know it was like that.
Yeah, that's
I was
something.
after the fact, huh?
Until you just said it.
Oh, no. I thought I
I
said the
did
video.
not know.
But yeah, Emancipation, listen.
I was at the
Yeah.
highs.
Yeah,
And
I seen that
I know
video,
D-Mo want to talk about
Emancipation, bro.
Emancipation. Right in front of D-Bar from the spot, from the old spot down to down near spot E, though, to be honest with y'all.
Weekend.
The
People was
whole Emancipation, Mark, it was so packed, they had to call extra police
So
out.
how you
They
say
had to cut out
emancipation?
Emancipation.
Oh,
like bourbon.
Oh, I
Don't
thought
be
it was
gay, bro.
emancipation.
No, but look, they was people. It got so bad, Mark. It became like the Kappa. right? To what
Yeah.
nobody wanted to go in the club no more.
Mhm.
Everybody was just literally in the street, not on the sidewalk, in the street. It was that packed to what police cars is on the strip, in the street with their lights on, just letting people walk up and down the strip.
Like bourbon.
Because you couldn't drive no more. Like I tried to get to the weekend from the spot. I had to go like 4 blocks down the other way. You limp, boy. I had to go 4 blocks down the other way and come around to get to the weekend.
See, and now that make me nervous with all them people out there, bro.
Yeah. What you think about the new emancipation?
I hate it. I liked it when it was.
Oh yeah, because you from
Regular-
Third Ward, so
yeah.
you used to.
Yeah, I don't like.
You
this
mean they was
shit,
riding
bro.
horses around there and shit.
So I was able to. I actually was in Vegas this weekend, but I'm watching it on social media, and my anxiety just went crazy
I've been crazy from the phone.
from my phone.
Damn.
I don't like. Y'all remember when I came to the spot and left and turned around? I can't do it no more. I don't know. I don't like big crowds.
Nah, I'm with him.
I can't do that, bro. That was ridiculous. It was triggering. So,
You probably feel that way because you be having that shit on. You gotta take some of that jewelry off.
well, sometimes if you look at my video when I was at the spot Monday, I ain't had nothing on. I usually don't wear it too much for the cameras, whatever. But other than that, bro, I'm literally watching this shit on my phone. I was like, what the hell is going on in
What the
Houston?
hell? What the hell, Yante?
Yante?
It was everywhere, bro.
It was
like y'all even said the
crazy,
north
bro.
side, but literally it was everywhere.
Yeah, I heard they call it
Midtown,
masturbation. Niggas out there just
Washington
masturbating.
Avenue.
I heard they
Third
the women
Ward.
out there. They call it masturbation. Niggas just out there. Just
No,
doing
listen,
shit.
listen.
That shit was wild everywhere.
I heard them all out
Nah,
there.
it was a even though I'm saying I
Masturbation.
like it, it was a lot. Even just being in like my little spot, like it literally like they had ran out of like hookahs. When they run out of hookahs in the spot. Even when we went to the weekend Sunday, you actually for a hookah, they like, we ain't got no more.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
sitting there
that's
waiting an extra
crazy.
hour for a hookah. You like, damn.
Yeah.
But other than that, as far as me being like in my little bubble, I liked it, man. It was good to see new people, man. It was kind of dope. Being from the city and doing it, cause it ain't every weekend you don't get to see it.
Mhm.
And I got a little pool in Third Ward, so I get to pop up places and be all right.
I feel like they could block. I feel like if we're gonna do something like that on a Memorial Day weekend, we need to start learning how to block shit.
Well, I think they know now.
Yeah,
block
I
it
think they
out.
know then.
And
And then
hopefully
pay
they-
the police officer $100 an hour
hopefully
for
they
extra
learn
jobs
from
and
this shit,
shit.
so it could be
Nah,
even
for real.
more
I
like,
think-
okay,
But I
I'm
think
gonna
the
block
city.
emancipation off.
I see somebody put this on their story too. Houston people haven't probably thought about it.
That would be fun though.
The mayor. What's the old mayor
Oh,
name?
yeah.
He did.
Sylvester and Sheila Jackson Lee.
Lee
So that's
both
no
passed away
protection.
last year. So the way they used to protect these black businesses and these
Mhm.
clubs and stuff like that, and be out there, supporting the businesses and the people, them people gone. So these black businesses
Right.
better be mindful that these other folks ain't gonna play with that,
No,
cause y'all then tapped into another market.
because out there fighting.
So
and
we
shit.
gonna shut that down.
Somebody got stabbed.
Somebody got stabbed
Just
out there,
like-
man.
Yeah,
Now,
yes.
see, I heard the opposite. I heard
Yeah,
that
I ain't
it
heard.
really
I ain't
won
hear
a lot
about
of
no. I
violence,
ain't hear about no crimes.
Yeah.
and it won a lot of crime.
There was
I ain't heard about a
That's
lot
what
of
I've been
niggas'
hearing.
baby mamas getting took.
They would fight. They would fight. They
A
definitely
lot of
was
niggas'
fighting.
baby mamas getting
They
shook
were
down
fighting in
out there.
front of Savoy.
Crazy.
But yeah, man, I got one more I want to tap into before we get out of here, fellas. Let me find it real quick. I forgot. Y'all, please excuse me. That's watching the podcast.
So yeah, back in my day, that's what I would have been doing, man. I would have been taking niggas' baby mama.
Take nigga. Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Mrs. Steal Your Girl.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Us in our 20s, that we never experienced nothing like that though.
No.
We had to leave.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Houston,
Yeah, we had to leave
yeah, we had
Houston
to
to get
leave
out of
to
there.
see
So
that,
see
yeah.
that
It was
shit
just
now,
going to the
that is fun to watch.
Now
It is fun to see
to
for the
think
city,
about
bro.
it, since you saying that, I
Yeah.
was talking to somebody in the spot while I was there in
Nah,
that
it
moment.
is.
I was saying it's mind blowing to me to see people from out of town take
know
an
to come.
Uber to
Yeah.
the hood to go to a hole in the wall.
Right.
I'm not going to Atlanta. I'm not going to Miami
Yeah.
to go to Carroll City and go to a duck off hole in the wall because I heard about it. I'm going downtown. I'm going midtown. I'm going to what?
Buckethead if I'm in
Brown
Atlanta.
Town.
The Pound Town. I'm going to where the lights at. I'm not going to a strip of hood niggas.
It's that social media, bro.
Right, but that was somebody
Yeah.
told me.
They know
A
how to
chick
make it look
told me
good.
at that moment. She said, "I said, how you find out about this?" She said, "TikTok."
Yeah.
I said, "Man, do you see where you at though?"
Yeah.
She was like, "Yeah, it's hot in here, but shit, there's a lot of people in here."
They got a good, it's
TikTok.
good people.
TikTok.
TikTok crazy, bro.
TikTok. When I travel, that's
They got
what I
some
use
good barbecue.
TikTok.
You walk out there to a barbecue.
Yeah,
Everything.
you got the food, you got the barbecue. You might see
People
some
just vlogging.
slabs.
People just
look
vlog.
Yeah,
good.
you see culture.
TikTok and
It's like
YouTube.
culture.
Yeah.
It's culture.
Hey, you see booty shots? It's going
Yeah,
down.
because I know I remember back then it was like chicks I used to it was one chick I ran into. She was from Philly and shit. So she was just like, "Oh my God, I just love your accent." Like, you know what I'm saying?
You just want to throw that in there. They had nothing to do with it.
I know she said I sound like Megan Thee Stallion.
Nothing to do with it.
Oh,
I know it's some weird shit. She said, "I love your accent. You sound like Megan Thee Stallion." So I kind of ran with it. I mean, that whole said, "Ugh."
Hey,
you know, I'm
whatever it
running
take.
with it. I'm about to go drive the
Whatever
boat.
it take to get some
I'm
of
about to
that
go drive
cut.
the boat. Ah.
Hey, look though.
Get some of that joint.
Yeah, come on.
Let's get the demo boy real quick before we get out of here. Donald Trump. Donald Trump have pardoned a few people in the past week.
This nigga.
People that I don't know why they got pardoned. Somebody had a whole bank fraud and stole $30 million, and that nigga pardoned them because they daughter represented them doing
you want to know why?
thing. Hold on. But I don't want to get into too much of that. That ain't what I want. We ain't got that much
I'm
time.
gonna say it real quick.
Go real quick.
He's doing all that because that dude that killed George Floyd, he about to try to pardon him.
But he can't because that's state. He got to do that whole time. Like Larry Hoover, he ain't gonna be able to. He can't pardon.
They said
him.
he was able to reduce the sentence or some shit with the sentence.
Well, he still has 100 years. You can't reduce. Who gonna live past that? He took him from the federal side to the state side, but his state can't do shit. They still got to do that
I
time.
didn't know that,
bro.
Okay.
Damn,
Well, I
bro.
take my conspiracy back then.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
look.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
look. All right.
It's not a conspiracy.
But-
That's Donald Trump.
But what I wanted to
The
say,
Donald
He can
Trump.
do it.
Yeah.
what I wanted to say was this. With seeing everybody that's been getting pardoned, is there anybody that y'all, celebrities, cousins, family, you know, that
Yeah.
y'all might see that y'all want to get pardoned?
I would love to pardon R. Kelly
Okay.
and put those parents of those kids in this spot right now.
Okay. What you got, Rob?
Man, me personally, bro, shit, I think everybody, I mean,
Everybody?
no, I'm just saying, like, I don't really have anybody that's, like, you know, that's doing time where I would really, because my take is, if you did it,
You did it.
die now.
Damn, life.
No, I'm fucking around. But I really don't care who in that motherfucker
I
to
say,
get out.
I know. Tap into the man. It's a whole section, bro. A whole bunch of lawyers that's trying to free people that they feel like they did.
That's really fighting.
That's really
Yeah.
So
fighting.
fight for them.
Have your league, have Donald Trump team tapping to them and really
That's what
investigate
Kim
and
doing.
move the
Kim
process
Kardashian
with
doing
them.
that.
That's what
Like Kim
Kim
Kardashian people,
do.
man.
Yeah.
Talk to Donald. That's who you need to be pardoning. That's who
Like
you need
he
to be
was
trying to get
pardoning
out.
everybody that
You got
ran,
NBA
ran,
young boy.
ran in
Like,
the
what's
Capitol
going on
building.
with that, bro? You use a pardon on that nigga?
What they ran through Mark? Wasn't it the Capitol?
The capital.
Say Capitol.
Yeah, that nigga already pardoned all them like the first day.
If they
Yeah.
gonna pardon them, he should pardon the nigga who shot his ear off.
He died.
They killed that
killed
nigga.
out of my
Yeah,
room,
them.
Mark.
Trying to kill
That
him.
nigga on site with it.
I thought they
What the
arrested.
hell on site?
Yeah, they on
Yeah,
site with
arrested.
it.
Hey,
Hey,
nah,
that
they
boy-
arrested another nigga
that
who
boy
was
got
in the
up.
back.
That boy got up and said,
I'm with Wood though, man. I really don't see nobody that I want to pardon. I like R. Kelly,
Not
but
besides R. Kelly.
R. Kelly was a real sexual.
Diddy.
He's a different nigga. Diddy ain't got no time yet. They can't
Never
pardon
know.
him.
Yeah.
that's why Lil Wayne heard him and took his deal. Wayne pled guilty, so Trump could pardon him before he got out. Because you remember Wayne was going to have that like, extended trial, but he heard him pled guilty. He was like, what the fuck? Wayne pled guilty, about to do this time. But he did it before Trump can get out. I mean, before Trump got out of the office and pardoned him real fast.
Yeah, I ain't got nobody, man. Free Quan Pacino, man,
Yeah.
from Bucktown.
Well, say shit, pardon him.
Yeah. Free my little bro, man. Quan Pacino, man. That's the only nigga I got, man. All my niggas from the ward, man. You know, all they did was a little jugger. Niggas out there broke. All they doing is taking money like you free them people that did the bank fraud for $30 million. All my nigga doing is taking from ATMs. Or robbing the old little white people coming out the bank. Let them people get
Yeah,
it.
that ain't right.
Oh.
We ain't gonna say yeah, nah, that, yeah, nah, no.
They got a little
No,
time,
we not,
bro.
you not, and that's why you say that for the end, and you tried to squeeze that in there. You know that shit ain't
No,
right.
I'm saying, though, it
That
ain't
nigga only
fair.
did was
Ain't none of
nigga
this
said
fair.
he only did was
Ain't
80
nothing nobody went to jail for. You know that everybody did some crime.
Right.
Yeah.
They were free 'em, but that ain't
What
right.
I'm saying is he pardoned the people that killed the police at the Capitol.
Hey, whatever.
Because they ran in there, right?
Whatever.
They ain't killed no police officer
They-
at the Capitol.
2 police died at the Capitol, Rob.
But I don't think
They got
people that
free.
make, people that
Them
pull
niggas
the
killed
trigger, I don't
somebody,
think
somebody
they.
died at the
I don't
Capitol.
think he
Yeah,
pulled
police
it.
officers.
No, they didn't
Yeah,
pull
yeah.
the trigger. They was tased. They was
I don't know, but
they
they
were
did
beating
die.
them or something like
I think
that.
one of them got
Damn.
trampled or beat.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they died. They
Yeah.
free.
Damn.
So come on, bro. A nigga took a little money. He can't be free.
Damn.
It
Hey,
was free
whatever
money.
happened to the track star dude who killed the boy, who stabbed the boy? Black
Nah,
guy.
he just got you talking about teenager, right?
Yeah.
Nah, they just found him guilty as an adult.
Yeah.
Oh, the black
No, they
kid.
ain't
No, they gonna
You
trial
know,
him as
So
an
they
adult.
trial him as an
So
adult.
they had the
Okay,
verdict
so
and
they
trial him
are
as an
gonna-
adult.
okay.
Yeah, they trial him as an adult. I don't know what they got to do with this because he's not able to be part in it either.
No, I was just asking, man. Y'all talking about boys. You
Hey,
know.
shout out to my guy Justo, man. He came here to watch the podcast live, man. I appreciate it, man. We always need people to come in and watch the podcast, man. I think it was a dope episode, man. Rob was contained this episode, man. It was
Y'all
great,
always
man.
say
I
that,
love
but when
it,
I
man.
fall back and watch it, though, it be
Yeah.
like, damn, you know what I'm
You
saying?
could have turned up a little more, huh?
No, this just next time, though. Y'all.
Well-
just don't be ready to talk. No, for you.
All right, man. Well, Rob, this is what I'm gonna do, man. Before we get out of here, man, we got like 28 seconds, man. Get some people some last words. So give them something, man.
Hey, yo, man, just like I said, man, you know, at the end of the day, you always got to remember this. If it don't show, it don't grow, they won't know.
This is Shot O'Clock Podcast. I'm DJ Reese Boogie.
Yes, sir.